Hello, everybody. Welcome back to some blueprints. Excited to explore more of the house. But before we get started, I am going to try to set up some Twitch things. Or I guess more so streaming things. Okay, good. So YouTube is live and the chat is integrated. Good. All right. Let's continue from where we left off. Day 9. Still have a lot to do, especially when it comes to trying to find the basement key, looking for sigils, the existence of which we discovered last time. Actually getting to the antechamber. I haven't done that yet. Kind of surprised. I haven't been to the antechamber in the demo, and it basically just forced you to quit your save. So I haven't been too focused on it right now, but I think it would still be a good idea. We also need to access the, what is the name of the room? The shelter. I have somewhere written down in the notes what day you start on, so it shouldn't be too difficult to get the little safe that's in there open. Get another red letter. But the red letter in the shelter is the only one that I've actually found in the demo. So let's go ahead and draft that. Come on down here. And I will need to take a look at my notes here, so give me just a second. What day do we start on in this game? Pulling up the old Google Docs that I had going on beforehand. So the first day is Saturday, November 7th. So that was day 1. So, and we're on day 9. So I believe that would be November. Oh boy. So that means the 14th would be day 7. So 16th. So Monday, November 16th, I think. Let's do 12 p.m. And we'll see if that's right. Radiation monitor. A measurement of the radiation levels detected in the house and surrounding grounds. These readings are often spiked by the experiments conducted in the Mount Hollidays laboratory. If the reading is 12 USV or higher, emergency protocol will initiate and all doors in the house will automatically lock. Actually, was that lock or unlock? 0.9. Unlock. That makes more sense. So I think like the goal with drafting this would be to get into the laboratory and just start an experiment that you can trigger over and over again. And eventually all the doors in the house will unlock, which is pretty nice. Let's see if there is anything else in here that's new. canned veggies. You love to see it. Remain where you are for now. Given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed with your plan and have disabled remote access to the other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I am still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the three of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. Vitamins? I think Simon needs some of those, I'll be honest. Anything secret back here? Nope, same old, same old. If we get another little burning lamp or whatever, I wonder if we can ignite the gasoline that's there. I kind of doubt it, but... Also need to remember that at 12 p.m. at noon we need to go back down there. So we have some time. I think my strategy will to go up the right side, and then around the 5th or 6th rank start cutting over to the left side. My goal will be to unlock the garage in the upper part of the house without unlocking any of the rooms down here, and then hopefully we can get like some green rooms or some secret garden rooms opened up over here, and then we can like explore the outside of those rooms. We'll see if that works or not. I did that a little bit in the demo. Okay, cool, we get to go to the conservatory. I have never been in this room, and there's a rook in this room. Wow, big windows. All right. Before we interact with the big thing, is there anything else to interact with? Can't pick those. Aha. Drafting locations. West Wing only. Garage, West Wing Hall. Her ladyship's chamber from south-facing doors. Oh, interesting. I've never seen her ladyship's chamber. So I'll need to... That's another reason to go up and around and then down to the left, is because we might be able to get this room. East Wing only is the East Wing Hall and the master bedroom. Have never found the master bedroom either. Other special cases, conservatory, only draftable in a corner, and the bookshop, only draftable from the library. So next time we draft the library, we'll need to find the bookshop if we can. Very neat. All right. And in conservatory, you'll be able to permanently adjust the rarity and rates that determine how often certain floor plans are drawn. Permanent changes do not reset each day. Ooh, we do need the archives, but also, today you may adjust the rarities of the above floor plans. I think I'm going to make the archives more common. So let's make the archives commonplace. I might need to change that later, but we'll see. Oh, you can do all of them. Interesting. Okay, the billiard room is in general a room that I like, so I'm going to keep that as commonplace. Conservatory. Or sorry, not conservatory. Observatory. We do need to get to 50 stars, so I do think I'm going to make that commonplace. This is a really cool room. I'll need to be sure to draft this one more often. Only draftable from a corner, though. Let's grab that. There's a chest in this room. We'll need to remember that. Well, there's the archives. I'm not picking it there, though. Security might not be a terrible idea, just so that I can go ahead and adjust the rarity of the electronic doors. But this is also a good spot for the guest bedroom, so I'll just choose that. Oh, well, that fixes that issue. Very nice. Now I can go to security and increase the rarity of those doors. Anything that I missed? Nothing. Let's change that to high. And I'm going to change the offline mode to unlocked, just in case I draft the breaker room and accidentally turn off the security system. I wouldn't put it past myself. Let's do this. Let's see, that would be 15. 16, 21 minus 20 would be 1, times 15 would be 15, divided by 5 would be 3. All right. I almost wonder if I should just like go up the center and then try to go left. I don't think it will, because I've noticed that a lot of the times when you start going through the center, the rooms which have T intersections usually point left and right and not upwards, unless you're against a wall where they're forced to point upwards. So I think I will continue on this way. I am protected from the first 3 red rooms I draft. I think I would just draft the chapel. Is there any change in the chapel after you've taken shelter? Not that I see. Oh, first locked door. Let's try this way. You can see the hallway or the corridor would be good here. I'm going to choose the hallways, or I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll choose the hallway so I can go further upwards. Another hallway, don't mind if I do. Hallway, closet, or commissary? I think I'll actually choose the hallway closet here to get an extra item. Oh, that was a good choice. I think it's actually worth it going back to the den and smashing open the trunk, just so that I have more supplies for later on. Let's do that. Come on, be good. You know what? I'll take it. Would have really liked to see a key, but the dice are nothing to sneeze at. Okay. Let's grab a nook here. Continue our westward journey. Now I don't want to go left. I'll use a key here. Yeah. I'm thinking a hallway is my best bet here. I am a little bit worried that I'm just like flooding my future house choices with like hallways, but you know what? Could be worse. A hallway would guarantee that I get to the edge over here, but it would also cause it to be very hard going upwards later on. So I think I'm going to take the courtyard. Shovel, very nice. Time to dig. Ah, brick, wonderful. An old tin can. Ooh, yeah, let's try going up to here and over to the left here and trying to get the garage. I think it's probably worth it using keys. Again, it's the same problem there where if I go left here and take the garage, I'll be stuck. So I think it's worth it using a reroll here. Try to get, yeah, a hallway's really good to get. Okay. Please don't be locked. It's locked. Locked. But I can go downwards here. And if not, I have enough steps that I can go all the way back to the front and start exploring this area. I think I'll take the archives here. It does, kind of... Yeah, I think it's worth it. Even though I won't be able to see all the choices. It allows me to read all of the lore stuff that I've been passing up so far. Can't believe I haven't been to the archive until this moment. Well, I guess there's a lot of reading for me to do. Time to take a sip of water. Alright. August 22nd, 85. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book, Swimbird, had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye, even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair. Mary began using Marigold as her pen name to free her from the political association that one might make with the Sinclair family. Oh, you know what? Oh, you make VTuber models? That's so cool. Awesome. I will keep that in mind. I appreciate it. January 27th, 86. Swimbird author never considered herself success. By Gail Hermes, Herald staff writer. She confided, "My son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime. And so, as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there." Marigold had elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red. A statement that has been held with much skepticism by many pundits that viewed the book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. November 11th, 86. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard, questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher, Philip White, were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in the statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, although the charges were later dropped. November 17th, Reddington Herald. Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner, Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, who Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the 3rd prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Manning and White at press function. Was seen at the corner, suspicious bag under the waved down a local This is the 3rd major. Last year is anticipated, charged by the crowd. Manning was the last. The trial begins on Tuesday, expected to last up to with grand treason. Spooky. February 21st, 87. No trace is discovered of Cinca heiress, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home, and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. September 2nd, Reddington Herald. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves in the royal capital of Fenarys have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles, at least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds, dredging for clues. The museum authorities said that they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guards, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Ordina Aries, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumors are true, evidence may suggest that the thief was politically motivated. I think Ordina Aries is one of the angels that was mentioned in the chapel. I think the 7th one. I didn't pick that up last time. Well, there we go. We got through all the news clippings. And I guess we'll be coming back soon in order to open one of these filing cabinets. I'm guessing it's this one right here, since it was a single filing cabinet that was shown in the aquarium. Alright, let's continue downwards to see if we can get a key. Locked? Never mind. I think I'm just going to actually go all the way back up and around to the very start. I am wasting some steps, but I think in the long run it'll be worth it. Let's go upwards. Pantry it is. Grab some gold. And a banana, why not? I want to go to the right if possible. Parlor. I do want the storeroom for the key, but I'm just gonna hope I can get that later on. The black box is black. The black box is true. The black box is empty. So this is obviously a true statement. If we assume that this is a true statement, actually, this needs to be a false statement, right? Because if this is a true statement, then this has to be a true statement, and there can't be three true statements. So, this is a false statement, which means that this is a false statement, which means that it is full of gems. There we go. I can see the hallway being good here. Yeah, I think we take the storeroom here, and then go all the way back up here and take a left. I mean, we could also always gamble and open up the door, and then try to get the storeroom after that, too. I think we should play it safe. I also forgot to dig in the conservatory. Oh well. Oh, there we go. That's convenient. Don't want to open that yet. Although I guess it couldn't hurt, but oh well. Servants' quarters. Gain a key for each bedroom in the house. That would be 2 keys. I think I'd rather take this corridor. We do also need the utility box in order to access the garage. You know what? Let's take the utility box. Back we go. So I suppose that crown is supposed to have rubies in it. Interesting. It should also be noted that there are rubies within the little vaults within this house, so I'm thinking that there's Something that good old uncle wasn't telling us. Come on, garage. I have one die roll too. Hey, would you look at that? I only have 17 steps though, huh? Well, this is gonna be interesting. Let's not waste any, I suppose. Although I don't have the key to the secret garden. Interesting. How should I go about doing this then? Maybe I go back up and then try to explore some of the area up here. I really need the dining room, or oh, what else would give me steps? Yeah, let's take the corridor here. I guess I do have the sleeping mask, so any bedroom will give me steps, but the nursery would be very good. I think passageway is actually worth it here. Gives me the most options. Yeah, let's use a key. Terrace. Green rooms do not cost the gems to draft. The laboratory. That might be nice. I'm using up a lot of my resources, though. Kinda scary. Let's do the laboratory. Is there anything useful in here? Doesn't look like it. Each time you unlock or bypass a security door, gain one key, one gem, or one gold selected randomly. Or each time you find some trash while digging, gain one gem, one key, one gold randomly. It's definitely going to be one of those two. I think I'm going to use the security door one. We'll see if that ends up paying off in the end. Now I really need a bedroom. Preferably the nursery. I suppose it's better than nothing. +5 steps. Might as well grab the free gem while I'm here. Yoink. I'm just taking one of the rubies that was stolen from the royal family. No worries. And I'm going to spend it on unlocking rooms in my house. A classic, if you will. I could... tough. I could do bedroom, or I could do secret passage to get to a bedroom. Try to get the nursery there. Or I could... This does block me off from going to this side, which is a little bit unfortunate. I think I will do the bedroom here. Okay. I'll use the key, why not? Ooh. Oh, this is perfect, because the patio is one of the rooms that has the file cabinet key. Very nice. A rock. The attic. Ooh, this is one of the rooms that I was talking about where I've never been in one. Do I have the leeway to choose it? I have 18 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I need to choose it. Let's see what it is. I did see that this was draftable in the demo, but I only saw it once, and the time I did see it, I just didn't have the gems in order to do it. Very exciting. What secrets do you hold, attic? Interesting. So this is Baron Thomas Sinclair, I think, and so this must be Herbert and Simon. I'm not sure which one's which. I think that's the older one. I honestly can't remember. There's something he's pointing to, though. Wish I had a magnifying glass. That's nice. Look at that cog. Ooh. Okay, can't open that. April 12th. Dear Miss Marigold, thank you so much for giving our editors the opportunity to consider your illustrated children's book, The Red Prince. Unfortunately, I regret that we have come to the conclusion that although the illustrations are wonderful, we do not think the material is a good fit with the Ruffington's current catalog and therefore will not be pursuing a partnership at this time. If you provide us with a return envelope, your manuscript will be returned to you. Otherwise, it has been recycled. Thank you again for thinking of us here at Ruffington, and do not be discouraged to submit any work you complete in the future. We wish you every success in finding a home for your book. Thomas Yanders, Editor. Ruffington Red Publishing, Children's Book Department, 205 Concetta Circuit, 02117-2765. Change the ending to political. Ooh, okay. So I suppose the last page of The Red Prince has been changed in some way. The page that says like the book is the one that we're reading in the same room, which I believe does have text and small print on the book that the illustration is holding. So that might be the true phrase or the true ending of the book in there, maybe. I'm not sure. I wonder, I'll need to go back to the archives and see if this Thomas Yander person is one of the people who was arrested. I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't think he was, though. What the heck? You can get back here? What the heck? Secret. Okay. So, pile of boxes. Basically, one down and one over from the top left. That's kind of crazy that I found that. Where is this pile of boxes, I wonder? It doesn't appear to be up here. I wonder if it's down in the tunnels. That's the only place I remember having a bunch of stacked up boxes. Or maybe it's in the little secret room of the trading post. Either way, that's pretty cool. Broken lever, coin purse, key, all sorts of goodies. A safe deposit box key. I believe we use those in the vault. I think there's like one more item in this room, but there might not be. Oh, I guess this is the little airplane that was written about in the book in the bunk room that was thrown into the bushes. It really looks like this should be interactable with, but I suppose not. Anything else back here? Nope, just that drawing. Well, I should have been keeping better track of the items I was finding, I suppose, but I'm gonna assume that's everything here. Pretty neat. Okay, time to go back to the archives. I still don't have the key to the secret garden, unfortunately. First things first, let's see if we can use this file cabinet key anywhere. Ah, here we go. An upgrade disc. I'm not sure if I have the footsteps for that. East Reddington Hospital. Certificate of birth. This document attests that Mary Matthew Espin was born to Lady Clara Espin and Simon H. Sinclair. In this hospital at 4:05 a.m. Tuesday, the 22nd day of January, and the 6th era, 1958. And witnessed here, whereof East Reddington Hospital certifies that the information above is true as verified by its duly authorized officer of the Fen Areas Registrar of Persons, Lily Rizian Rose, Sarah Drivian. Oh, and here's one of the sigils that we were talking about. This is the Fen Areas sigil, with it being kind of a war-dominated country filled with fog and with the red color. I'm not sure, I'll be honest, if you take an upgrade disc but aren't able to use it, if you lose it or not. So I'm going to leave it there for now. I might grab it on my way back, depending on what I draft here. I do have a die. Ooh, the dining room is very good. Free dinner? Yes, please. No boiler room, but that's all right. Let's munch and crunch. Well, that does make me a little bit less stressed about using my steps. For better or for worse, I should say. Let's drive the veranda. More steps, very nice. Believe it or not, before I go further down, I kind of want to... It's just one room that I can unlock here, but I'm almost wondering if it would be worth it. Because I really would like to get the key to the secret garden. So if I'm able to draft, like, say, a locksmith, or some room that would have a secret key. Be really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not too far away. I think it's worth it. 16 steps there and back. Not the worst thing in the world. Oh wait, but before that, I'm adding in an extra 2 steps to grab the upgrade disc. Come on. Let's be good. All of these are really bad. I think it's worth it using a reroll here. Coat check, huh? What items do I have on me? I have the lever, which could be good. I don't think the commissary can have the special keys. I think I'm going to draft the coat check just in case. That's not what I wanted to do. Oops. Ooh, a parlor upgrade. Awesome. Oh, what is this? Huh. I honestly don't think that's really worth it because it does change the layout of the room though. I'm kind of afraid of picking it because I feel like often it would like net you either 2 or 1 gem. Maybe if I complete the game and do another run on all the upgrade discs, I'll choose as many like red rooms as I can. Just see what that's like. But as it stands, I think that I'm going to choose 3 gems as the prize. I don't see how 2 wind-up keys would end up being useful unless you can use wind-up keys for other things, and I'm unaware of that. But for now, I think I'll choose a 3-gem prize. All right. Guess there's nowhere to go but back. We can hope we can get some sort of... Oh, I guess there is the outside room. I wonder if that would have anything. No, I already chose the shelter. No, I think I'm probably out of time. Oh, the time isn't up yet. I still have a couple more hours. Well, I need to be fast then. The garage is open, so it probably would have been better for me to just leave the house through the garage instead of going through all those rooms. But either way, let's go out here real quick. Time to get to the safe before it closes. Unless it's already closed, in which case that would be pretty unfortunate. Come on. Ooh, it is closed. I wonder if it is the 15th instead of the 16th, maybe? I'm not sure. Well, I'll need to draft this again at some point and try a different date and time. Oh, I can change this again. I think it was like just past 3, so I'll do 4 p.m., 5 p.m. I'll try 4 p.m. November 15th. We'll see if that works. So if I do this, what does it say? Unlock time confirmed November 15th, 4 p.m. Alright. See if it was the 15th or if I just missed the time window or whatever. Let's go back and enter through the garage this time. Although, actually, let me double check, which would be faster. Yeah, I can go through the garage and come down to the dining room. That's probably my best bet. Oh, one thing that, before I go there, the reason why I wanted to draft green rooms was to see if there was anything like on the outside of these rooms that was of importance. Looks like the veranda doesn't really have anything worthwhile. Did use up one of my steps taking a look at that, unfortunately. But good to know. Goodbye, my poor steps. The nursery would give me 10 steps. Yeah, let's do that. I don't have a magnifying glass, unfortunately. Oh, it's this ending, I suppose. This is the ending book. Very interesting. I'm not too set on unlocking the shelter today. So if we're able to, we're able to. If not, it's no big deal. Because it will take 2 more in-game hours to unlock. That might be more time than I'm willing to wait. I wonder if there's anything on the outside of the terrace. It's either that or the observatory, which would also be good. You know what? Let's draft the terrace to find out. Do I have enough steps to get back? I think so, just barely. I can hope. 3 steps. 2 steps. Let's take a look at this from the outside. See if there's anything secret. Oh. Okay. I'm not seeing anything. No, not really. I know that the secret garden does have some sort of secret on the outside of it that I wasn't really able to figure out. But as far as this goes, looks just to be rather plain. I only have 2 steps left, so there's not too much I can do. I suppose I will try to get the safe unlocked another time. I think my strategy would be to find the vault, which I know has the date written in it, and then I can just draft the shelter on the following day and get the letter that way. But what I will try to do is go down to the little tunnel here and see if I can break open the box that was marked in that little drawing you saw. Oh, this is already lit up because I lit it up the previous time. Interesting. So that doesn't change. Did I read this? I'm not sure if I read this, so I'll do that now. Scripps and Rudford Mining Company. Excavation Department. Foreman's Log 621. Date 6/18/1918. The complete manifest for all of the excavation equipment has been rigorously checked and delivered to the upper branch. After tomorrow, the site will be sealed and all remaining hardware will be backed up and transported to the original access tunnel for long-term storage. It's unclear if they will also seal that tunnel after our crew has left, but I suspect they may want to keep ready access to the gear, especially now that they have begun operations in the East Mine. A month ago, I believed that the discovery of the gemstones in that cavern was directly linked to the closure of this site, but now I'm not so sure. The Baron doesn't seem to be the type to value shiny baubles over history. There are a lot of boxes here, but I'm not seeing the particular, like, stacked up box arrangement that I saw in that drawing. So this might be the wrong place, or maybe I just need to somehow get past the boxes. Well, either way, I think that's about all we can do during this day. I suppose I'll check the time just to see if the vault is open, but I don't think it is. Not yet. We would need to wait another in-game hour and a half. And honestly, if I do that, I'm just going to, like, kind of trim down a video and post it to YouTube or something. Anyways, I do want to take a look at this, though. Grab a screenshot of this. Very nice. And with that, let's call it a day. All in all, I think that it was a fairly successful day. We did get a lot of rooms, but we didn't accomplish any of the major goals, which is unfortunate. But there's always next time.